Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. I'm an in-store shopper with Instacart. I've been an in-store shopper a year coming up on October the 7th. And in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips as well as some tricks, show you the ins and outs of being an in-store shopper. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So good morning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. As I stated in the little intro, I'm an in-store shopper with Instacart. I've been a shopper in October, coming up on 1 year. But in today's video, I'm going to show you all the staging area, things that you need to know, and things that you will be doing as a shopper. So before we jump into this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of any time I post the Instacart video. So let's get into this video. So as a lot of people come to YouTube for everything, like YouTube is the go-to for everything. My first video, I kind of did like an order, but at that time I had just started. So we coming up on a year later and I'm a lot more knowledgeable. So I was like, girl, get on there and make a video and show these people what's up. So let's get into it. Every store will have, depending upon how big your Instacart store is, you will have 2 refrigerators and 1 freezer. They are all labeled because on the app, and I will show you in a minute, they are all labeled as to what refrigerator you have them in and what shelf you have them on. All the refrigerators are labeled with the numbers, so there's A4, A3. Of course, this is A2, and then that's A1. And then at our store, we have like this little reminder, tells you things that go in the refrigerator. Like every store is different, but at our store, you know, we do have some new shoppers, and some people kind of just put things in the refrigerator that don't go in the refrigerator. And then we've updated our speed goals. So as a beginner shopper, in your first 50 batches, you need to be 94 for speed. That's shopping plus checkout time, which again, I'll show you all on the app. Beginner is 51 to 150 batches. You need to be at 87 for the speed. Intermediate is 79, which is 151 to 400 batches. And then veteran, which is what I currently am, 401 and up batches. So to know how you're doing, you go on the app. It tells you everything, which I will kind of show you all mine in a moment. But that's how that basically works. And then each you will be dealing with a printer. So if you need to know how to change the paper, if anything ever happens to it, in your store they will have changing the printer paper. It tells you the correct way to stage. As you can see, this is correct. That is a no-go. Like that person didn't even care. Labels don't go on there like that. It tells you place labels straight and flat. Try your best to do this, because baby, don't nobody want to come here and get your bag like that. And then if you're ever on shift, since you don't have management that's in the store with you, you can call community support. You can call support when you're off shift. We use a communication, which is Slack. It's like an app how you communicate with everyone in your store. Your shift lead is also in there to contact. And then you can call customer support. Also kind of has information about food and safety. And then depending upon if your store or shift lead does this, kind of breakdown of when you come in the next day what you need to do. This is the printer. Like I said, if anything happens to the printer, you should know how to do that. But we have some little reminders here. We do a message to customer every time we get an order, do a greeting as well as an exit. And then if you have a customer that comes in regarding an order, you refer them to customer support. Okay, so that's that. In Instacart, we can sell liquor. So we keep the liquor receipts in this one, and keep the regular receipts in this one. So what we basically do is if we have any returns, we write the customer's last name on the receipt, like the initial that's on the label, which I will show you all in a minute. Just so if they have to return anything, you don't have to be shifting through the receipts to try to find out who it is. You can just look at the receipt and then kind of send it back. Like I said, everybody's store different. We don't have fragile stickers anymore. We got a fragile stamp, which you can place on the label. Now this is a order that's already staged, but as you all can see when I was showing you all on the receipt, you just put the last characters of the code on the receipt. This was an order that was shopped and staged earlier. And the same thing with the refrigerator. We have shelf 4, shelf 3, shelf 2, and shelf 1. And then we were so happy when we got this other shelf, because we didn't even have all of this. Like, this is a bigger shelf. Like, picture half of it. Like, we didn't have all of that at first. So now we got an extra shelf, and this is the sign and seen its last days. But anytime a driver comes in, you want to encourage them to have on their Instacart lanyard. Now this is the shopper's lanyard, but the delivery drivers have a black lanyard. You want to encourage them to wear that lanyard, because at this store we had a couple of bandits that was coming in stealing. So as long as they got that lanyard on, we will know they are an Instacart worker. And then it says wear lanyards when picking up deliveries. So this was actually an order that I staged. It was 13 labels. As you can see, I just took up that whole shelf basically. And I think I might have been incorrect. Okay, yeah, these are just the goals again. They are always available. If you get any meat in your order and you want to put it in a bag, you can. We keep those bags up here. We keep extra shopping bags up here. And at our store, we also have, which I'm glad this is here, keep this in your cart if you can. So basically, someone will know it's an Instacart shopper and do not take this cart, because somebody did take my cart before and I panicked, but they ended up putting it back later. So this is an app-based job, so you need to make sure your phone is charged at all times. Our lead is gracious enough to have portable chargers here, as well as cords. Basically any type of phone you can think of. I have a batch now, so let's get into the portion of the batch on the order. So as you all can see, I accepted the batch. Going to the batch, I quickly greet the customer. You are going to see a typo on here, but look, don't judge me. That was supposed to be good morning. So I basically say, good morning, my name is Nicole. I am your in-store shopper. I will be shopping for you today. Let me know if you have any questions. Now, our lead sent out like a template that we can use, but again, just kind of freestyle it. As long as you greet the customer, even though it lets them know you're shopping, it's also good to just personalize it. So as you all can see, this is a short order, not that many items. I picked up the coffee thinking it was it. Wrong item. So as you can see, the app will tell you that it's wrong. Found the right item. Bing. On to the next. Like, as you all can see, it's super easy when you scan and select the items. The app tells you when it's right. The app tells you when it's wrong. Like, you will have no problem getting anything done. Simple as that. Like, in-store shopping is like the easiest money that you could possibly ever make. So then here I go to the next step. You want to do that. I was in line at this point, so I just said your order is now complete. If you can please rate your experience with me being your shopper. Thank them and have a nice day. You want to do this because you'll see when I show you the metrics that is something that's actually they pay attention to that when they rate you. So yeah, other than that, I do this part when I'm in the line. You want to hit next step, because if you don't while you're in line, the time will still be running. That will be considered as your staging and bagging portion of it. But as you can see, personalize the message whatever way you prefer. As you all can see, I had 7 minutes to do that order. I almost didn't make it. I'm in line now checking out. So this is everything I picked up in that order. You see I have it separated on the belt. These items, I'm actually going to separate them into 3 bags. So it'll be 2 of those items, then the next 3, and then the refrigerated item in its own bag. As you all can see, I had 3 bags, 1 refrigerated item, 2 shelf items. Now I'm going to scan this receipt and print out. So at this point, scan the receipt. I'm going to select the bag count, which was 3 bags. Print out the labels. While I was in the line, I already scoped out what shelf I was going to put everything on. Pick it on there, stage it, get out of it, and go on to your next order. As you all can see, these are the labels for that order. So what I'm going to basically do now is write the name on the receipt. Wrote the name on the receipt, put it in a basket. I picked shelf 3 because, as you can see, shelf 3 doesn't have anything on it. So what you basically do is take the label, put it on the bag. I tie my bags in a knot, that way nothing comes out. So here are my first 2 bags. Tied the bags in a knot. Nothing in here was fragile, so I didn't have to put the fragile sticker or stamp. And then there's the other bag. You kind of just put them neatly on the shelf. Try to separate them if you can. Now, once other orders come in, if I need to push those down, I will. This is that refrigerated item. As you saw, I put it on shelf 3. And you kind of just put it in there. And that's basically that. When I say I was so happy I got that order so y'all could basically see, I was hoping one came in, because I didn't want this video to just be me showing y'all stuff, but it ended up working out. It was a short order, which worked out perfectly. So let me show you all a few more things. Then in your store, you'll get this checklist. Of course, don't come up in here if you're nasty like that, but talks about the policies. All stores will have this. This is like your go-to. Yeah, talks about being full service shopper. So if any full service shoppers come in here, they gonna know something, they can come look in this book. Talks about the dress code. See, they don't play no games up in here. You can't say you ain't know. So another thing that I'm gonna show you all. So the beginning of each day, which I did not open, but when you open, you need to record the temperature of the refrigerator and the freezer, which on here, that's the freezer temperature and that's the refrigerator temperature. So when you come in and when you leave every night, as you can see, here's my initial. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I did the PM. But today, which this person that came in Friday didn't do it. No shade intended. But the person that came in this morning did it. I did it for both. That's the fridge. And then that's the freezer. So I basically showed y'all the staging order, what to do when you get an order. But let me give you the tips. So my tip to you is when you shop, put all your shelf items in the cart and keep your freezer and refrigerated items in the top of this basket. That way you can keep it separated when you put it on the belt. We are encouraged to bag our own orders. That way you kind of know where everything is. You can keep it separated, because from time to time, a lot of the employees here know Instacart, so they kind of know how we want things separated. But if it's a busy day, they might put a shelf in there with a refrigerator or a shelf with a freezer, so to kind of prevent all that and so that you don't have to fix your bags again when you get to the staging area. I personally bag my own stuff. I put the shelf on the I put the shelf items on the belt first, and then I put the refrigerator and freezer on second. That way when I'm bagging the items, I also count the items. because you want to count the items when you're bagging them. That way, when you get to the staging area, you already know in your head how many bags you got. Plus, if you keep them separated, you already know how many bags you got. Let's see what else I can tell y'all. So, what I do is I'm bagging each item. I'm putting it in the cart. One, I'm counting the cart. I'm counting the bags as I'm putting them in the cart. That's gonna help your speed stay down, because speed is everything in this job. And of course, when you first start out, they're not gonna be hard on you, but you saw the goals that I showed you all, so you kind of want to work towards that. I'm gonna show you my metrics and stuff in a minute. So what I do is, as I'm putting this stuff in the basket, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that way when I get over there, I'm gonna show you on the app as you saw me going through. When I get over there, print the label, I immediately go bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelf, 1, 2 refrigerator, 1, 2 freezer. That way, get out of it. The way you gonna make your mistake, and I had to learn this. And to one of the shoppers, Jamie, hey girl, hey, she told me, she was like, I know what you're doing wrong. She was like, you not counting your bags and doing everything until you get to the staging area. Count your bags before you put it in a cart. That way, when you get over there, you can print all your labels out. You know where you're gonna put them on the shelf. You put the labels on the bag when you're done, because that's still gonna be considered shopping time and checkout time when you're doing all that. So I'm gonna show y'all my metrics for today. That is a number one tip. Also, with replacements, as you all saw, I did speak to the customer in the order. I greeted the customer, and then I told them I was done with the order. Please rate my experience. They really updated everything on Instacart now on the shopper app, where it kind of breaks everything down. Now, as you saw when I first scanned that order item, I scanned the wrong coffee. It will tell you if it's wrong, and it won't let you go through until it's wrong, until it's right. Now, sometimes the app might have connection issues and things like that, but for the majority of the part, it's going to tell you that it's wrong. And if you indeed know for a fact it's the right item, then you can force mark it through by taking a picture of it and going about your business. It's best to communicate with the customer, because if they were expecting this and you got them this, kind of without communicating to them, they'll just probably think you incur, and they'll give you a bad rating at the end of your order. So communicate with the person, like let them know they didn't have this or that, and you'll put a replacement in there, and they might tell you, no, I want that, get this instead. So that's a good practice, because what you'll end up doing is you'll be in a whole nother part of the store, then they'll tell you they want something on there, and you really got to go back and get it, because it's just a big thing. You don't want to get reported for anything like that. So that's basically my tips. Separate your items in the cart, bag your own stuff. In our store, we cannot use self-checkout. Somebody abused the self-checkout, so we cannot go to self-checkout. It don't matter if you got 1 item, if you got 20 items, you ain't going to the self-checkout, because somebody abused the self-checkout, and we can't use self-checkout no more. Other than that, check the end cap. A lot of stuff will be on the end of an aisle, and you'll think that they don't have it, but it'll be like on the end of the aisle. So always check the end caps. They, depending upon if they run sales that week, the stuff will be in a different part of the store. So just check. Now in the app, it'll tell you. So if I said they didn't have this and somebody earlier found it, it'll pop up, so and so found it earlier, or you sure you want to replace it. Like, the app is really updated now to help you become the best shopper ever. So let me show y'all my metrics. As you can see, your girl got 4.57 out of 5, okay? I am to my own horn, toot beep beep. Like, but as you can see, everything is broken down. Communication. The customer can go on there and say that you didn't listen to what they said, if you didn't pick the right replacements. A lot of them put notes in there, like they can rate you, and it does, count against you. Everything is tracked on here, but the thing is that you can go in there and just basically see exactly what you did and did not do that the customer said. Other than that, the quality of the items, feedback on everything, and also it has little lessons that you can watch to try to improve on everything. So with the reliability incident, if you don't accept the batch in enough time or you don't complete your entire shift, you will get an incident and it takes 30 days for those to fall off. Again, I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting. If you have any questions about being an Instacart in-store shopper, comment below and I will see you all in my next video.